What is going on, everybody? We're here. We're live for Geeks and Gamers Daily on a Friday. I'm joined by Jay. Chains out Friday for Jay.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice. I had a little kink. I had a little kink in the chain. I was fumbling with it, but I got it worked. It's that Cuban style link. It gets kinked up every now and then. I don't know if you've ever had that problem, but it does.
Not when I'm wearing it. Usually, no. Sometimes if you like put it up and you pile it up and like set it in a box or something. Sometimes it's like, what the fuck happened? But that's about it.
I think that's what happened this morning.
I don't have expensive enough jewelry like Jay that it actually gets all messed up. Like that's all only the real delicate stuff. I got the $20.
No, man, this is Jackson chains that you see on Instagram. Get a Jackson chain.
You got an Instagram chain.
Yeah, it's cheap, bro. It's cheap. Ain't no silver. It's like stainless steel. You can sweat in it. Go to the gym. That's how they market it. You can sweat in it. Go to the gym and always look shiny. Fake silver.
See, that is like, I'm not wearing that shit to the gym. You know what I mean? Like,
I usually have it on. I just forget I have it on. It's always on. Sleep, shower, everything.
But you think I want to like go like start doing some rows or something? Have my fucking chain like swinging it? No, fuck that. Gym's about comfort, okay? At least when it comes to me, like, I don't need that shit.
I hear you. Sometimes I just forget. I forget that it's.
But you can sweat in it if you want. That's good.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta ask you a question. Have you heard? Totally off topic of everything. Have you heard about K-pop demon hunters, Ryan? You heard about this phenomenon?
Of course, I've heard about it. I see it everywhere. People tag me and stuff. I give no shits about it, but I understand it's very popular right now.
I watched it and I actually liked it for what it's worth. This just kind of popped up. This is kind of unique, you know? Sony will only make about, this is according to some guy named Matt Baloney. So,
former editor of the Hollywood Reporter, Matt Baloney, who now has his Puck News website. Yes.
There you go. Sony will only make 20 million from K-pop demon hunters. Sony developed and produced the movie for more than 100 million. Then the rights were sold to Netflix. It is now the second most popular Netflix film of all time, dude. All time. Likely to become $1 billion franchise. And one of the songs, Golden, will hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. And now, I think this weekend, and the chat can correct me if I'm wrong, because I hear it from Krista all the time. This weekend, they're going to release it in the theaters, which has been like sold out, limited release for a sing-along. You know, it's one of those sing-along ones where they like encourage people to sing all the pop songs in K-pop Demon Hunter. There is one song that I really like in there. It's the guys sing it. It's called Be My Soda Pop or something along those lines. It's kind of catchy. I'm not listening to it at the gym or anything like that, but it was kind of catchy when I heard it. I was like, oh, the Soda Pop song. So, you know, And these ladies are of course they're the demon hunters. It's crazy how this thing just kind of took off, and like it said here that Sony will probably only make 20 million after this thing could do $1 billion. $1 billion franchise. I'm sure there's others in the works. But if it comes out this weekend and it's already sold out in theaters, I think they might push it again to go out into is that what movie theaters are coming to, Ryan? Are we coming to the point where people are going to go to the theaters if they could sing with 100 other people, screaming at the top of their lungs, soda pop songs and stuff like that while watching this in the big screen? I know several people that are actually going. I'm not one of them. If anybody is curious, I'm not going.
I do think for musicals and stuff like that, you can definitely take advantage of that stuff. And we saw Wicked had the sing along in a little while after its release. That was
and you went to that one, right?
I did go to a Wicked sing along. Yes.
Yeah.
They even do the like Taylor Swift thing, like her concert tour got released in theaters for a time, which made a decent amount of money for the time that it was in there in theaters. Certainly you can have releases like that are kind of a little more specialized and stuff. I'm glad some people enjoy it. I'm not very interested. I mean, I got a demon in my pants that those nice ladies can hunt for if they nothing I've seen from it, nothing has been like, I really want to give that a try. So I'm okay.
I think you would like it, man. If you liked Wicked, I think you might like it.
I think I'm good.
How bad was the sing along in the theater? I think you've said it before. Wasn't terrible though, right?
Wasn't too bad actually. It wasn't too bad.
Okay. All
right. It wasn't as bad as I expected it to be in terms of like obnoxious shit.
I think there'd be a lot of people just screaming and belting out, singing flat, out of tune, just screaming the words, right? Is that what you thought? Like it'd just be loud?
Maybe I was one of those people, Jay. Maybe that's why I wasn't bothered by everybody else. I was the one that was screaming.
You sing very well. That's definitely a hidden talent that you have that people might not know, that you actually sing quite well. And you play the piano.
I dabble. I dabble a little bit.
Dabble the ivory.
Yeah, I tickle the ivories. Yeah.
You do.
But yeah, well. No reason. I just don't see. Maybe someday, 2 years down the road, when everyone stops talking about it, then maybe I will. I personally am not a big hop on a bandwagon type of guy. If I see a bandwagon rolling by and everybody's telling me you got to hop on this thing, you got to hop off, I'm usually more like, fuck you. I'll let it roll by for a while. I'll wait till everybody hops off and then I'll give it a try. And sometimes when that happens, I gotta admit, sometimes when that happens, I'm like, I really regret that I didn't give this thing a chance before. Like Cobra Kai. I put off watching Cobra Kai for a long time. I put off watching Stranger Things for a while as well. I put off some of those things and I'm like, holy shit, it's good. But there's other things I'm like, I have no fucking regrets. So.
Well, if this is going to be a major franchise, you're going to see a lot of K-pop Demon Slayer coming your way. The second most viewed. I just can't, like, that's crazy numbers. Crazy numbers.
That is pretty nuts. I think that, look, obviously big global appeal and stuff like that, and people have embraced anime over the past decade so much. So makes sense. But I'm glad those people are enjoying it. I can't wait for them to, not talk about it anymore, so I don't have to hear about it anymore. But I keep seeing like posts with people like doing group gatherings and shit and dancing and
singing and all that stuff.
Like, good for you. I guess.
But we saw that with Wicked too, though. When Wicked came out, like people were very excited. Very excited. I mean, listen, Universal wasn't dumb. They understood the fan base, even in their theme park. They have an entire Wicked experience where they completely gutted the Hello Kitty store and turned it into a museum where you could go meet the characters, like people dressed up as the characters and get pictures.
Last time I was there was a line like halfway down fucking old Hollywood block waiting to get in that thing.
Crazy amount of people in that. I mean, the line is just...
Well, it was smart for them to do that because not only did you have it for the movie, but then you have another movie that comes out a year after, right? So you can just leave it open through that time. It does make sense. Callum for 5. Thank you for showing what the bald bitch from Naughty Dog said. You're welcome. I did it on my channel. And also I think they covered it on Wednesday when we weren't here. Either on Wednesday or maybe on Tuesday night's main event. I saw a clip of that for G&G for Geeks and Gamers 2, which is why I didn't specifically go out of my way to talk about it yesterday.
Really?
Alex McCarthy saw Superman, hated it. Meta PC, RK Outpost, drunk 3 p.m. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it, buddy. Sola Felix for 2J. How about the Eastern Roman Empire?
Byzantine. The Byzantine. How about that? Lasted over 1,000 years after the Western Roman Empire was gone. You could credit the Byzantine Empire for actually formulating the Bible, the Catholic Bible. A lot of people credit that time period. And then it slowly died after 1,000 years after the Ottoman Empire took it over.
But did you like just do some research on this or something? Or
I learned all about it in my morning stream.
Oh, because you like didn't know what it was or something?
It was a topic of discussion for 30 minutes, and everybody was posting all this stuff about it. So I was like, "Oh, look what you guys are teaching me today." So there you go. I'll never forget.
Andre for 2,500. Happy Mother's Day to all my Latino nerds out there. G&G Shiitake Daily. Is it like Mexican Mother's Day or something?
I have no idea.
All right. Colorado Kid, is it Soulja Boy or Soul J Boy?
Soul J. That's it. Soul J.
Kalyoth for 5. Superman VOD heralded by affair between Superman and Lois. Cuckolding her husband. Totally going to help the film make money. More fuel on the pyre. Yeah, that story has like blown up, especially by a lot of the weird, obsessive Superman like fan base. It all stemmed from, there's like a picture. There is no way that I could be somebody that was like married to an actor or actress and see them, making out with like, I just don't think I personally would be able to handle that. If I was in a relationship with somebody and like had to watch that go down, need them to play up the chemistry for the whole press tour, like all that shit. I don't know if I could personally handle that as somebody. But the husband of Rachel Brosnahan, who plays Lois Lane, there was one picture of him kind of like standing on his toes a little bit when they're in a picture of David Corn Sweat, who's way taller than him. He's taller than Rachel Brosnahan as well. It's not like he's her height or anything. But then people freaked out because he liked a post. Basically, the post was just like shitting all over him, like a really angry, you're a cuckold bitch, blah, 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 blah. And he liked it. The way I interpret it was an ironic, you know what I mean? And you've done that before. People are like shitting on you and you're like, thank you. You know what I mean? Just like that type of thing.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. That's the way I saw that, and now people have turned this into he's melting down over it. Those are the only things I've seen. That picture and a liked comment that to me looked like it was clear irony or like it was a sarcastic type of some dude just shitting all over him. But
happens every day over here.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe there's more
here.
Now, I haven't looked into it super deep. Maybe there's more, but those are the only things I have seen. But bro, I couldn't handle that shit, dude. Especially when you see the scenes where they cut and she keeps kissing him and everything. I don't think that I could handle that.
Me either. I don't want nothing to do with that stuff.
Yeah, not for me, bro.
Not the lifestyle I want.
The money would be not. I guess maybe the money could make up for it if she was super fucking rich. Lion main man of Steel better than Diaper Man.
Diaper Man.
I think that's Superman. Ben Dowdy, I tuned in right when Ryan mentioned his demon. There you go. Andre CR, Ryan plays the piano, but he doesn't play the black keys.
Yeah, he tickles them every now and then. He tickles them.
Got to use the black keys. I hit him a little harder, though. Chris Coran for 2. The sisters love karaoke Ryan.
That's a fact. I heard a lot of rumors about Vegas. But whatever happens in Vegas, we'll just keep it over there.
I mean, it's not much. There's not much. Yes, the black women liked it when I went up there and rapped. They did. They're blown away. Southeastern Kaiju for 199. It's Fry J. Also, hi, Ryan. Hail. Biggles Mets. No, Jeremy. Days are the best. Oh, no, Jeremy. Days are the best. Hi, Jay and Ryan. What's up, Biggles?
How you Mets doing? Or is that a touchy subject?
I would say something, but my Cubs have fallen apart as well. James Bella for $5. The Quartering in his show. The Quartering said in his show that Drunk 3PO as the number Disney adult fan when talking adults acting like weirdo kid. Melody Mack defended Jay's honor. James, I gotta be honest. I had a very tough time deciphering this, but I think we got the gist.
That was I think that was a month ago. People sent me the clip, the Quartering, where it was talking about Disney adults, and he said that I was the number 1 Disney adult, and Melanie Mack defended my honor.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah,
thank you, James. Ryan's Legend of the Overfiend. Oratsuki Doji forever.
That was awesome, man. I was like, how's he going to get this one in? Look at this guy. That was awesome.
I could have said it completely wrong, but I said it pretty confidently.
Competency is key.
It's one of the keys out there. Like if I had been like Oratsuki Doji, if I had said it like that,
would have said it that good.
You just gotta go for it.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not familiar with whatever that means though. Grab Thar's hammer for 10. Some cheddar for your cheese fries. Go Brewers. Hi Ryan. Or fuck the Brewers. These stupid fucking queers can't lose. I don't know what's going on. Fuck them. But thank you, Grab Thar's hammer. Jay, we talked a little bit yesterday about Superman. Remember when we talked about Superman yesterday?
It's out on digital now. You can rewatch it and see if you really did like it or hate it.
That's true. There's no way. I'm going to be real. I am like really shocked that video on demand is a thing in terms of that it like brings in any decent amount of money at all. Because quite frankly, I don't know why you would buy something video on demand a month before it goes to streaming. If you're somebody that has a lot of streaming services anyway and stuff like that, and you do that shit, I guess if you're not somebody that does that, you don't like to go to the theater, video on demand's for you, pay your fucking $30 for this movie randomly. I don't get it. I don't get it, but it is still potentially out there. We talked about this kind of shocking move yesterday. Not that we don't see things going to digital earlier than we've ever seen before, but the fact that Superman, which has been heralded and praised by so many people, including Warner Brothers and stuff, oh my God, we're just so happy. It's a huge smash hit. We're so happy that we're not even at $600 million, that we're not going to beat the last Superman movie that came out 12 fucking years ago, that we have about half the audience actually going to these movies that we did a decade ago. But they're really happy with it, they promise. It was a little shocking for that movie to go to digital just a month after its release in theaters. And we had a lot of people coping. We had a lot of people trying to explain it away, blah, 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 all of these things. Well, James Gunn has given us an explanation, Jay.
Wow.
James Gunn himself, which everything that comes out of James Gunn's mouth is 100% legit. It is never a lie. It is never any spin. So if he said it, you have to take him at his word and echo exactly what he says. That seems to be the key for a lot of Superman fans. It's why they're convinced it's so successful. James Gunn says Superman is getting digital release so quickly because of Peacemaker Season 2. Blockbuster hits PVOD after just over a month in theaters. Oh, that's why, Jay. Peacemaker's coming out.
It seems like he uses that for an excuse for a lot of things. He really loves Peacemaker. I don't know what it is. That's like his baby. That's like his, he holds it and cares for it and massages it and all that stuff. Something about Peacemaker and James Gunn. Not sure.
I think he cares about it more than Superman, personally.
I agree.
Considering he had to be convinced and begged into doing Superman, as opposed to something like the Suicide Squad or Peacemaker or whatever. But remember, Peacemaker is like the most important thing for setting up the future of the DCU, according to James Gunn. But no kids should watch it. So great. That's fucking awesome. Thank you so much for that. But here's what he said. Let's see if I can actually get to the fucking quote. When Screen Rant's Liam Crowley told Gunn that it was heartbreaking to see Superman already going to digital because I love a good long theatrical campaign, Gunn agreed by saying, "Me too." The writer-director then explained the divisive decision. Well, it's very complicated, but the truth is, it's because of Peacemaker. I originally thought Peacemaker was going to be coming out next month. There's a lot of things beyond our control. So that Peacemaker's coming out now. And at the end of the day, I wanted everyone to be able to see Superman that wanted to, even those people who couldn't get to a theater before Peacemaker. And that's really the reason for it. Okay. So I can't control everything. We thought it was going to come out in September, but then it got moved to August. So even though I can't control everything, I controlled releasing this thing onto PVOD. So we do have control of that. We don't have control of this, blah, 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 all of these things. The problem with this explanation is that it kind of goes very contrary to something that James Gunn said earlier. Now, James Gunn was asked a question, okay? This was weeks ago. He got asked a question specifically about streaming and stuff, and he was telling people, hey, it's not going to go to digital for a while, but he answered a question specifically about HBO Max. Will Superman be on HBO Max before season 2 premieres? Not even close. So this is talking about HBO Max, not digital. But this, James Gunn had to have assumed that it was coming out over a month from when it actually comes out, right? In late September or whatever. So then he says not even close. So that can't be the next month. That would have to be the month. So unless Superman comes to HBO Max and say, I don't know, fucking December or January, clearly some things don't fucking add up with what James Gunn says versus what is reality. And that's been a consistent fucking problem. This dude just lies.
Yeah.
And he talks a lot. He gives a lot of statements. He puts a lot of things out on threads. He's constantly talking about this shit in interviews. So you have all these things that start to not add up. So I can't control this, but I can control this. That's the reason why our huge smash hit Superman got released to digital after a month.
Yeah. It'd be better off if he just didn't say anything. Or if he says, I have no idea. It's not up to me to decide that, come clean. But, oh, man. I mean, what else do we expect from James Gunn and Hollywood to try to spin it any way possible? Because if he had answered that any other way, it might be there in a month or so, then it's like, I guess he would assume people think that they don't care that much about this film. I don't know, man. But it's just, he just needs to stop talking. But no, he self-inserts himself into everything. Movies, interviews, and everything. I think he just loves to hear him talk or likes to be the center of attention no matter what. Typical. Good on you, James. Good on you.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's some people, there are some people that every time James Gunn says something, they believe it. And they say, look, he just gave you the reason. This is why.
Oh, no, they are, because we see them quote tweeted all the time when people are talking about when this movie first launched. Oh, my gosh, the things that people were saying. Like the Superman infighting was crazy. So I was like, I'm glad I don't need to be involved.
But hey, if you want to pay $30 or whatever it is to watch it on demand right now, you can, and catch up before Peacemaker season 2, which lays out the future of the DC universe.
That'll be great to see
on HBO Max.
Awesome. Let's go.
Let's go.
Peacemaker. Think Supergirl will be in it, or Batman, or the Penguin?
Not Batman, no.
No, I didn't think so.
Not Batman. And I don't even know if Superman will really be in it, unless there could be like a news segment or something like, you know what I mean? Like a in the similar way to the way Peacemaker
like
showed
that he was in the film, like sitting at a talk show.
Yeah, but in terms, I mean, he could, I suppose, but certainly no Batman. They don't know who the fuck Batman is yet.
Oh boy,
they don't know.
When does Peacemaker come out? Next month?
Next week.
Oh wow,
August 21st or something.
Wow. I guess we'll know. I'm sure there'll be clips all over social media about like whatever and everything if you don't care to watch it. So.
I liked Peacemaker. I like John Cena's Peacemaker in The Suicide Squad as part of that ensemble. I was not a big fan of the Peacemaker show. No, I certainly don't mind fucking R-rated mature shit. I thought some of that stuff was hilarious. I think some of the jokes hit. I think so, but overall, I just didn't really enjoy it. I didn't love the cast and crew, like that he's just not cast and crew, I should say, but like the ensemble cast that makes up Peacemaker. I didn't buy into some of that stuff. And the other thing is season 1 has so many clear connections to the DCEU, which is now gone. They should have just trashed it. Just being honest. They should have trashed it along with all those characters that connected. But now you do have these characters that exist in both the DCEU and the DCU, which is stupid. And it's only happening because James Gunn likes those characters that he that he had a part in creating, and because his wife's in it, you know. All right. Where did we leave off? Biggles says, Jay, they suck.
The Mets.
It's been tough. Like, if you look at the baseball standings from like middle of June to middle of August, they're completely flipped around. Basically all through the National League, they're flipped around, and I think in 2 divisions in the AL, they're flipped around as well. It's nuts. Baby Maker 5,000 for 2. Looking good today, Ryan.
Heart emoji, bathtub, hot dog. Is that Santa Claus?
Santa Claus and fire. Brian Grumps for 2. Jay, Rome vs. Pirates video win.
Actually, it's already up on the channel. Somewhat. A somewhat Pirates and Rome video.
Isn't there a big like tech gap between them? Like firearms and shit like that?
Well, it's I mean, Pirates have been around forever. It's just a lot of people associated with like Blackbeard, like that kind of stuff. So
yeah, I'm talking about the era of pirates that we think about.
Yeah, Golden Age.
You're talking about some dude from 1000 BC that like swam on board a raft and fucking stole it. Is that what you're talking about?
Nah, Sicilian pirates captured Julius Caesar one time. And Julius Caesar was like, "Do you know who I am?" And they're like, "Yeah, you're rich. You're going to get us a bunch of money." So then he goes, "What's the bounty for?" And it was too low. So Julius Caesar was so mad. He was like, "How dare you make my bounty that low? When I get freed, I'm going to come back and kill you all." So they raised the bounty up a little bit more. His family paid it. Julius Caesar went back and got an army, went back and crucified all the pirates that kidnapped him and says, "Don't ever kidnap me again and make my bounty that low. Don't you know who I am?"
Put some respect on my name.
Exactly. It's a great story. He crucified everyone, their kids, their animals, and everything. He was so mad that they put the bounty so low, according to the history books.
Logan Johnson becomes a channel member. Thank you, Logan. Corn Pop. What's a group of hippopotamuses?
I don't know. A group of hippopotamuses? Well, yeah, I don't know.
Like a murder of crows. What would a group of hippopotamuses be called? A clan? I don't know. Hungry hippos? I'm not sure. Doug May, did you guys hear about the furry in Colorado that got attacked by wolves? He tried to join the pack. Anyone check on Tobias lately? I did see a story about that. I don't know how real it was. It was by a lot of engagement farmers on X I saw spreading it around. So I don't know if there's any validity to it. But yes, apparently a furry got attacked by wolves after trying to join their pack. Haven't heard from Tobias.
He's on vacation, no?
He's on a cruise or something, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's on a cruise. Grizzly Nightmare for 199. What is you guys' favorite desserts?
Man, I keep it simple. Mint chocolate chip ice cream.
I'm not a big dessert guy. I'm not a huge sweets guy in general. Like, certainly on occasion, whatever, if you're at a place, a bunch of people, okay. And yeah, I mean, who doesn't love a fucking like freshly made cookie in a hot skillet they bring out with a bunch of ice cream on it, like what, and some fudge on top? Who doesn't love something like that? But I'm not a huge dessert guy. My favorite ice cream is Moose Tracks. That's my favorite ice cream. But I don't know. Give me a Dairy Queen swirl cone. I'm easy, bro. I'm easy. But nothing.
Yeah. I just like ice cream. I'll take some ice cream.
Vlad the Man for $5. Hello, Ray. Happy it's Friday. So no more deer with Jay. No more deer with JJ. No more. And be happy to drink Jack Daniels. All right. So no more deer with JJ. No more. And be happy to drink Jack Daniels. I don't know if I'm going to drink any today. I'm not necessarily planning on. I have to go to see a fucking movie right after this. I still have to watch one more episode of Alien Earth, which is I don't give two fucks about that show, honestly.
What movie are you going to see?
Nobody 2.
Oh, I heard good things about that.
Heard it's fun. So.
Yeah.
I love fun.
Hey,
Dan Vast for $50 Brazilian. Ryan, is there anyone on X who you wish would unblock you? I can try to help. But Dan just causes problems when he tries to help people. He's like, hey, Az, you mind if I clip this out? I think this is great. Brings Az a shitstorm that is still existing to this day. I don't even know why you talked about blocking Gary or something.
I know, it's so random.
I don't know if Gary mentioned on stream that he was blocked by Shatner, and Dan's like, I can help. And it led to William Shatner tweeting out that basically Nerdrotic's a piece of shit because there was a reply to me one time that said this. And so like Gary had to go find the tweet and be like, it was in replying to something that had nothing to do with you. And it was about Will Wheaton, who is a pussy. Like, Dan just causes fucking problems, bro. This is what happens when Dan's not working. He hasn't come out with a song in a while. So, but
pretty good.
I'm blocked by a lot of people on X, Dan. You know what? I think that I would like Discussing Film to unblock me. That's what I would like. Discussing Film. They have had me blocked for forever. Dan already said sorry. Well, thank God Dan said sorry. Thank God. Switzerland Play It with the raid over on Rumble. Thank you, Switzerland Play It. Kaleki Oki for 5. Despise the fat black woman. Tired of seeing that in shows. Peacemaker. Like, I'm just tired of seeing the standard fat black woman in a television show. I mean, like in Loki. Magnum Norse for $10. A couple of Jolly Fookers. Well, thanks. Sketch, Jay, if you're a Transformer, what vehicle would you be? Blah.
A truck.
Standard? Like just a pickup truck?
Yeah, nothing simple. Just stay out of the light, man. Just like
Lion Mane Man for 5. Weapons was such a great movie. What did you guys think about it? I really liked it for the most part. I did not like the ending in terms of the tone of the ending. I know a lot of people liked it. My theater was cracking up laughing. I didn't like it. It was funny, but I don't think it should have been funny in that moment. So that
listen, I don't normally do this, but Yellow Flash is blowing up my phone. He wants you to see something.
Me?
Because obviously you don't notice him in the chat. I don't know why.
Oh, sorry. I didn't even see Yellow Flash in the chat. What is it?
But here it is. I'm going to share it. So apparently Superman's parent message has been altered. The Daily Planet shows Luthor was behind the false images of Superman's parents' message coming.
Go to the community note that's on there, please.
James Gunn confirmed weeks ago that the message wasn't altered.
So this is this in the digital release that people are finding this?
Yes.
Again, we have James Gunn talking about this. This is just like, this is from Superman in that same movie. Daily Planet shows Luthor was behind the false images of Superman's parents' message, claiming that, who knows what that is? Maybe that's damage control. We have James Gunn pretty explicitly saying after the movie's out, after this is on screen, that it's real. So maybe they add this in here as damage control and they're setting up a retcon. Maybe we can compare. Does anybody have the can somebody go watch the movie in theaters right now and take a snapshot or get a pirated image and see if that's real or if that got added in the digital version? You can look at those things. But ultimately, there's a lot of backlash to it because it's a stupid, retarded thing for him to do. And it was fully intended that you think that that's who Superman's parents are. Does that mean everyone's going to believe it immediately? Does that mean that people aren't going to try to, show, oh, maybe Luthor was behind this? Who knows? But I care very little about this. Like if James Gunn hadn't said anything, it would be one thing. But we have the way James Gunn spoke about it. So
there you go, Yellow Flash.
So I didn't see Yellow Flash in the chat. I have a tough time keeping the main chat up in Geeks and Gamers Daily just because we got so much shit to talk about in so little time.
Oh no, Dan Vaz.
Did he tweet about me to?
Hey, discussing film, please unblock Ryan. He's a stand-up guy.
And that's what he tweeted exactly about whatever, right?
Maybe you're the one that gets unblocked by somebody. Maybe Dan has a redemption right here.
The thing is, discussing film blocked. I didn't even like interact with them, right? They just blocked me kind of like preemptively.
They blocked me too. Yeah, I'm blocked too. I never talked to them either. They just, I think it was like one of those chain ones, right? They found someone and they're like, let's just block everybody.
Who knows who actually runs that account, right? It's probably just some fucking freak. Some transgender fat fucking purple-haired slob bitch fucker. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like that's probably who it is. That's my guess as to why you would preemptively block a stand-up guy like me. Snooty Mims, gifted membership over on Rumble. Jay, I know you've got we got some theme park food.
It's kind of exciting.
Before we get into Paramount news.
Yeah.
But before you get into that, before we find out how to stuff our faces with Universal Halloween Horror Nights snacks and sweets and treats, which are always awesome, by the way. I love the food over there. We got to talk about being healthy a little bit. And we got to balance it out. So we'll do that first. If you need help in that department, Black Forest Supplements, they got you. Most people have heard about stem cell treatments and the potential health benefits, but those treatments can be incredibly expensive, not to mention in some cases might be morally questionable. But what if you could get those benefits with just a cup of cocoa a day? If you don't know, stem cells are like tiny little repair crews that go out in your body and fix the things that need to be fixed. This is Ronnie Coleman, 8-time Mr. Olympia, and a man who squatted 800 pounds like it was nothing, sharing how stem cells helped him when nothing else could.
When you went on Rogan, he wanted to refer you to stem cells.
For the last 2 years, I've been getting stem cells, and it's been the best thing that has ever happened to me in my life.
Really?
Yeah, but you got to go out of this country to do it because they don't allow that here in the United States because politics.
What exactly is stem cells?
So my understanding is that they're like blank cells. They can transform to anything you surround themselves with, they'll turn into that. So if you inject them in your leg, they'll turn into leg cells.
It wipes out the pain I go through. Because I have a herniated disc in my upper back still. As soon as I get the stem cell injection, it completely goes away.
And how much is it?
$2,800
Per
injection.
Where do you go?
Port of Arch, Mexico.
Stem cells can help regenerate your joints, repair your spine, even reverse organ damage. But a lot of those treatments you can't get in the United States. Healing doesn't make them money, keeping you sick does. If you can repair your knees without surgery, heal back pain without opioids, or even reverse the aging process without a prescription, who loses? Well, of course, it's Big Pharma, the insurance companies, and the hospital chains. Luckily, the guys at Black Forest Supplements have developed cocoa flavanols. Studies have been shown to show that flavanols in cocoa stimulate stem cells to come out of your own bone marrow, like bees in a beehive, right into your bloodstream. They go out and find what needs to be fixed, your heart, your liver, your skin, whatever it is. This is Dr. William Lee, Harvard scientist, who actually backs this up.
If you take the really dark chocolate, like 73% cacao, the really dark chocolate, and you make it into a high flavanol hot chocolate drink, and you have it twice a day. This was a clinical study. They found in people who wound up actually drinking the hot chocolate twice a day over the course of a month, they doubled the number of stem cells compared to the people who didn't drink hot chocolate, right? So when you and I are growing up, right, in grade school, we learned from our teachers that starfish can regenerate, salamanders can regenerate, but people can't regenerate, right? Can't grow a new arm. It's true, you can't grow a new arm, but we do regenerate. We regenerate every day. We know that we regenerate because our hair falls out and grows back. Our gut lining grows back. Our livers can grow back. If you actually remove part of your liver, it'll grow back. Our skin grows back, our bodies possess the ability to regenerate through stem cells.
This isn't your average cocoa. It's a stem cell power-up. You can put it in coffee or a protein shake. It tastes great, and the benefits are real. Only 20 calories with no sugar. If you're experiencing significant aging, slow recovery, or weak immunity, blame your lazy stem cells. But cocoa flavanols activate them like a fountain of youth. Studies showed increases stem cell circulation by up to 100%. So go to blackforestsupplements.com/gamers. That's blackforestsupplements.com/gamers, linked in the description or the pinned comment, and get 40% off for 48 hours. Stock up on high flavanol cocoa while you still can. Got to get your flavanols, Jay.
Especially after this Halloween Horror Nights, because even though I don't have a full list of what they're going to be serving, we do know that something awesome is coming. And that is the official announcement, I guess, sort of official, that we are going to get a 5 Nights at Freddy Pizzeria. Fans will also be able, this is from an article, they clipped it out, so fans will also be able to eat at Freddy's Fazbear's Pizzeria for real, with plans to transform an established restaurant for the duration of Halloween Horror Nights, for the duration of the event. I'm not sure where they would do this at Universal. Maybe Tony's Pizzeria place, since it's already got pizza there, that they might change this around, or some other place. But if they can create that 5 Nights at Freddy, Chuck E. Cheese style thing that you can go into and have pizza there, that is going to be incredible. Like that thing is going to be packed the whole time we are there. It's I can't wait. I can't wait. I think it's going to be exciting. Then they also gave us a quick look at some of the other food booths that are going to be there. Have no idea what they're going to serve at the Clown Cafe.
Are you one of those people that's deathly afraid of clowns, Jay?
No, I'm all right. I don't mind clowns so much.
Okay.
I don't like spiders, man. Like, spiders are creepy. You got 8 legs and all that stuff.
But
clowns,
not like ants. Ants have 6. Are you scared of them?
Nah, ants are all right. I like ants. They're helpers. But we get our first look at the Friday the 13th s'mores that they're going to give out. Last year they had the Ghostbusters, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You could get that toasted, and that thing was freaking rich, and that was a lot to eat. Kind of a s'more thing. But now it looks like they're going to be doing Friday the 13th style. And they gave us a quick look at the Camp Crystal Lake food booth that's being set up. So that's probably what they'll sell there. Themed style food for Jason and Friday the 13th. That's what we got so far. But we'll know for sure because this thing opens up like really soon at the end of the month. So it'll be Halloween in August. And I'm looking forward to, usually I wait and go with Ryan, and we try a lot of the different foods. But I'm assuming that's a hockey mask on top of chocolate and a graham cracker that you can get at Friday the 13th. But if they find a way to recreate with the animatronics in there the Five Nights at Freddy pizza place, I think that might be something they might leave permanently, honestly, because I think that would be awesome.
That would definitely be popular for this event. I wouldn't mind them just opening up a new pizza place there in general. I love pizza. And you got Tony's that is there in that area. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. You know what I mean? But
so I'm not sure exactly how they'll do this and what, but we'll get more information. The more we get it, the more we will let everybody know. So
just tell me that you're bringing back the whatever that was. I don't even know if it was for Halloween Horror Nights. I think it might have been for Mardi Gras. And they did the fried peanut butter and jelly thing. That might have been Mardi Gras, not even Horror Nights. Now that I think about it, right?
Whatever. Nah, was it Horror Nights? They did do a jelly burger, something like that.
That was good. I remember that one.
Yeah, so like it was like a red bun with a burger and some kind of like spicy jelly on that thing.
I think it was good.
So they did that. Maybe the fried peanut butter jelly was Mardi Gras.
I think it was.
But I couldn't even finish that thing, man. That thing was like freaking eating concrete. I don't know how Ryan could probably have done 2 of them without a problem.
I could have eaten 7 of those things. You kidding me?
So I do know last year they did a lot of like Ghostbuster stuff and the toasted State Puff marshmallow.
That was a popular one.
It was a huge hit for people, because of what it was. But I only had one of those. I couldn't eat any more. That stuff was freaking rich. You need like a big gallon of milk when you go there for some of these treats. The other thing that they sell too, which is really weird, they sell like, not weird, but they sell these like unique hot dogs last year. Or it looked like,
yeah, those are good.
Yeah. So it's like people were like coming out with like those 2 or 3 of those big freaking wieners, just going for it. So we'll see. The Chucky burgers were usually a big hit because it's just theming, right? They just kind of change the color, but people like that stuff. What I don't like is what they have. I don't know if you like these. Is those potatoes that they spiral around? I
like those. Yeah, any form of potato, I'm down to eat. Speaking of hot dogs, I was so fucking hungry the last time I went there. Usually I like want to go to but I was so fucking hungry I couldn't take it anymore. So I got one of those foot-long hot dogs at Simpsons Land.
Oh, really?
And somebody else got one as well. I didn't even know they were foot-long. I just ordered a hot dog because I saw hot dogs. I get a fucking foot-long. Ride down that thing so quick. I was like Joey fucking Chestnut, bro. And the person I was with only wanted half of theirs. I'm like, they're starving people in Africa, right? So I took half of that. 18 inches of dog right there. And it tasted, it really wasn't that good. It was fine. I was so damn hungry. It tasted like the most incredible thing in the world.
That's what happens, man. That's what happens when you're hungry at a theme park.
Yes. Yeah, and you're sweating and you're...
I usually go inside Simpsons Land and get like, because they have like all the... if you remember the show, they have like the seafood place, like that all-you-can-eat seafood from the show, but they have that. You can get like a basket of seafood. Or, of course, Krusty Burger is there, and then Clucks of Chicken is there, all from the show. So
I am totally down with getting rid of Simpsons Land.
It looks like it's going to be happening in about 2027.
I know they're losing like the rights and everything to it anyway,
right.
But I'm done with it. The ride sucks. Like that ride is... Yeah,
I haven't been on it in like 2 years. It just shakes you up.
That ride is awful and it makes you sick and it's dumb. It's cool to just walk through there, but I never spend any time there. It is literally just a walk through, hey, Simpsons Land, and that's it. You never want to spend any time there.
No, exactly.
Maybe grab a Duff beer.
The big rumor is that it's supposed to be Pokemon, but nothing's confirmed.
Be awesome.
They keep saying like Pokemon, they'll have a big Pokemon Go thing there as well and all that stuff. So...
that'd be fucking awesome.
Universal, man.
Magnum Norse for $10. Why is Dan suddenly so generous? Did his house monkeys give him a proper reach around? I don't know. He has monkeys on his house, I guess. I don't know. Are there just monkeys running around in Brazil?
That's what he says, that they come in his house.
Magnum Norse, repair your knees without sucking Johnson by Ryan Kinnell. Thank you, Magnum Norse. Hey, you got to listen to the experts. I try to talk very quickly in those ads, to the point where I sped those guys up like 2 times and I was talking about the same speed. Caius Nelson for $5. Glad you could treat yourself to 18 inches of dog, Ryan. Not going to lie. Suck down 18 inches of hot dog like that. I basically inhaled it like Joey Chestnut, okay? Sipin, member for 24 months. I really miss funnel cakes at Knott's Berry Farm. I would get 2 every time I went. Even with the changes, still my favorite SoCal theme park. I like Knott's Berry Farm when I went there.
Never been.
I was a kid. I liked it.
I heard good things about it, though. I heard good things, especially like their Halloween stuff is pretty good.
It's been a while since I've been there, but I had a good time. Icanalus for $5. A while back, someone suggested a G&G daily shirt idea. Competition with a shirt for each daily team released at the same time. Teams that sell more shirts are the champs, and the losers are the big gay. We could do something like that.
Maybe.
We could do something like that. But Jay, let's talk about Paramount.
Yes.
The Paramount Skydance merger, we've been hearing about it for a while. We know it was held up, big lawsuit, Trump, like all of this stuff. Well, finally, it got through. And in that time, it looks like they're looking to make moves. It looks like they're looking to turn some stuff around, get some big franchises back out there, take advantage of what they can do on streaming. And to be fair, Paramount on streaming, they do very, very well. They've got all the Taylor Sheridan stuff, whether it's Landman, Yellowstone, all this stuff. They've got that there. They've also got Mobland that just did incredibly well. What's the one that Jeremy Renner's in? Mayor of Kingstown is pretty good. They have some pretty successful things compared to the size of Paramount's streaming service. And it looks like they want to focus on making, I know, shocker, Jay. They want to focus on making shows for their streaming service and putting movies out in theaters that actually make money. Streaming movies, not a priority at Paramount Skydance. David Ellison says the debate is over about theatrical releases driving value for film, meaning that that's what drives the value. Few and far between, unless you're Netflix, right? Few and far between if you focus on making shit for a movie for your streaming platform and you put in all the ads and marketing, all that stuff that you have to do for that. Very few times do you actually get the payback for that. And we could have some big franchises coming back. Now, some of these are more exciting than others. Paramount movie priorities on our new Skydance owners include Top Gun 3, Star Trek, and more.
Transformers, yeah.
I mean, Top Gun 3, we've been hearing about that. We've heard Tom Cruise talk about that. We heard McQuarrie talk about it in terms of, like, they think they finally got the story figured out. That could be huge for them. I don't know if it's going to match Top Gun Maverick, which made $1.5 billion.
That movie was just
whatever the hell that was.
Awesome.
I don't know if it's going to match those heights,
yeah.
But still, I would love to see a good Top Gun movie done in the same vein as Maverick. That would be awesome. But this includes potentially bringing back Michael Bay for Transformers to revitalize the Transformers franchise. Jay, I wanted to talk about this with you because you are a Transformers guy. In fact, you now have a Transformers channel.
Yeah.
You have a 100,000 subscriber Transformers channel.
Isn't that crazy how that works?
It is crazy. What would your thoughts be about bringing back the king, Michael Bay?
I think the first 3 movies were fine. They went a little off the, like, some people like 4 and 5. They just got a little weird, I think, heading into that. And then we went into the Bumblebee universe. You had Bumblebee and you had Beast Wars, which at the very end of Beast Wars, they teased a G.I. Joe Transformers film together.
Yeah.
So like, I wonder if that's going to be scrapped and Michael Bay's just going to come back and just start over and like just start from the beginning. If they were smart, which talking about Hollywood here, they would take the Skybound comics, the ones that I freaking love. Like, actually, I've been going through this one, right? I had it with me, right? It's right next to me. If they went through the Skybound first 25 issue story, that would be a perfect story for Transformers if they really wanted to be smart about it. But Michael Bay just kind of does his thing, you know, and just brings in a lot of high speed action to his films, his Michael Bay films. But Transform, at the end of the day, though, whether you like the movies or not, they did make them a lot of money. So I don't see why that wouldn't be a priority to put another Transformers film on the big screen. So
I'm gonna be real. You know, I would rather watch, Transformers 1 through 3, and even some of the Mark Wahlberg ones. I'd rather watch those movies right now than I would a lot of the superhero stuff that's coming out.
Correct. Yeah, I hear you.
Not Definitely. To say that isn't its own type of genre of maybe slop, if you want to call it that. But I would rather watch some of those than I would some of the superhero stuff we have coming out. There's no doubt about that.
Correct. And shout out to my man in the chat. Like, you know who you are. You sent me this graded Transformer Starscream cover. This is freaking awesome. Came to my P.O. box. Thank you.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
That sounds like a threat. One of the unfortunate updates from this was Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek.
We might finally get the follow-up to Star Trek, J.J. Abrams' Star Trek. Listen, I've never been a big Star Trek fan. I think a lot of people could do without seeing any more Star Trek from the same people that have destroyed it the way that they have. But,
yeah, I think if they do Star Trek, they just got to start over. Or maybe do something else, like maybe a Deep Space Nine or something like that.
And also, the Duffer Brothers, who are the guys behind Stranger Things, it's looking more and more likely that they might be leaving Netflix and going over to Paramount to focus on making movies that go in theaters and shows that come out on Paramount Plus.
Why not? I mean, they put a good product out there, so why not try to get the best?
Yeah. Now, when these things happen, we see these like spending sprees, we see this stuff. There's always the chance that it works out kind of like the way, I don't know, Benioff and Weiss did D&D for, Game of Thrones. Hey, bring them over. And then you really don't get a ton out of that deal. But obviously, when you make a product that's in high demand, you become in high demand. I really like Stranger Things. Can't wait for season 5. But they might be heading over to Paramount too. So Paramount Skydance, after this merger, they're trying to be serious about this shit and get everything turned around.
I mean, it's the best time to do it. Like you said, the superhero films ain't hitting no more. People are moving on. They want to see something else. It's just when you got like K-pop Demon Hunter, the best thing going right now. It's like people want to see something else. So now's the time, man. Now's the time. They could step on Disney's stronghold, would you say, or whatever, like, and put out some good stuff.
Well, they certainly,
and Warner Brother. Huh?
I talked about it months ago when like the end of year streaming stuff came out in the charts, and it's like the proportion of Paramount shows that did very well in terms of streaming compared to their overall subscriber base, it's wild. They're very much overachieving with the level of subscribers they have with how many shows that they have in like the top 10, top 20 of originals streaming shows. Whereas a place like Disney Plus is just, despite the fact they have 150 million subscribers worldwide, it is abysmally low for them. You know what I mean? Because they do not have original shit that people want to watch. Paramount Plus does, though.
A lot of people like it.
Magnum Norse for 10. Please, people. They also have SpongeBob, by the way. So Paramount Plus also has SpongeBob SquarePants. There's a lot of entertainment out of that. Please, people, we need to put pressure on the Brazilian government to stop imprisoning people for wrong speak. And Dan is extraordinarily gay.
There you go.
You can be gay in Brazil, right? Dan's safe.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yellow Flash for $2 says this could be Shia LaBeouf's redemption story.
With Michael Bay Transformers.
Would he want to do it though? I guess that's the question. Would he have any desire? Probably not. Lion Main Man for $2. Bring back Shia.
There you go.
Jacob P. Is Chuck E. Cheese pizza good? What is it compared to? Can you describe it? I'm a pizza guy. I want to know before I maybe try it. Chuck E. Cheese pizza is dog shit.
Yeah.
It's made for children to consume for cheap.
Yeah. You go there for the atmosphere, not for the pizza.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'll always say this. Pizza is pizza. At the
Yes.
end of the day, even if it's bad pizza, it's still pizza, right? I don't care if you're at a 7-Eleven gas station, like whatever. It's thinner than Little Caesars, but it's been a while since I've had Chuck E. Cheese, but probably in the realm of Little Caesars, tastes like it just got heated up kind of thing. Now, when I was a kid,
it was the best thing ever.
I loved it. And even now, if I'm hungry and I happen to find myself in a Chuck E. Cheese, which don't know why, but if I did, I'd eat the fuck out of it because it's pizza and it's sitting there and I'm hungry. But it sucks.
Well said.
Cable Watson, I'm afraid Brazilian government will jail Dan for being gay. Epstein client not found. You go to Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, Chuck E. Cheese, Little Caesars. You have no idea what pizza is. I have a ton of different pizzas. Now, the ones I most often have are the chains because they are the most convenient. But I've tried probably 25 different places that are kind of local here since I've been here. I've tried a lot of different stuff, but oftentimes it's further away. You might have to drive, whatever. So I eat all kinds of pizzas. But thank you. Taker for $5. Ryan, do those square $1.50 frozen Totino's pizza technically count as a pizza? I don't know if it's technically food. I ain't gonna lie. I love those things. They're so fucking cheap. Now the problem is you got to eat more than one of them. You can't just eat one. Like, what are you gonna?
One's like a
slice.
tease.
Like the Totino's pizza are basically a slice of school food pizza. But I love that the little Totino's pizza have like the diced pepperonis.
Yes.
In terms of bang for your buck frozen pizza, I mean, not bad, but
man, I always got some in the freezer because you just never know. You can buy like the big 4-pack or 10-pack, I think.
What's your go-to frozen pizza?
Red Baron.
I like Red Baron.
Just because I like the name. Sometimes I get a Tombstone if it's
Red
on
Baron
sale.
and Tombstone are very similar, usually similar in price. Yeah. DiGiorno, I don't think DiGiorno's are worth the extra money. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, it's not really one I pick up.
Now, if you can get them on a deal, if you're at Walmart, they happen to have like a deal going on. Okay, then DiGiorno, a higher quality frozen pizza than Tombstone or Red Baron. But if you're just looking at the normal price versus normal price, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think the upgrade's worth it. Now, if they got that stuffed crust, that's a different story.
But it's usually a good Red Baron day. It's usually what I go for. Just sounds cool. I'm eating a Red Baron.
Always Ghostly. Love you both. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Always Ghostly. I appreciate it. Magnum Norse, there's been an update from Dumbass Brazil News. Dan Vasquez has been arrested for monkey fellatio. Wow, Dan. I guess the only question is giving or receiving. But on that note,
on that note.
Yeah, I think we're all caught up.
Thank God. We'll end on that note. Friday.
You got anything going on?
Whole lot of nothing. Probably play Sea of Thieves, new season later with the crew, and that's about it. And more Transformers videos. Got to get caught up.
There you go. Get caught up. Just unmuted at work and got giving and receiving. That's your fault for listening to us at work. That's your fault. The American Man for 10. My Dodgers are slumping right now, but I'm not worried about it quite yet. Relievers coming back soon. We were in worst spot last year, and the rest is history. I look at New York and oof, we're bad, but not that bad. Bro, Cubs are slumping. Dodgers are slumping. Yankees are slumping. It's Mets are slumping. It's been crazy the past month or so. Logan Johnson for $50. I love Red Baron and Tombstone pizzas. DiGiorno has a bacon stuffed pizza, which is pretty damn good. Have a good weekend, boys.
Take care, Logan.
Thank you, Logan, for the big $50 super chat to end this thing on a pizza note, which is a good way to end the stream.
Perfect.
Have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you on Friday Night Tights. Bye.